Hi, here I am again, and today I'm reviewing the Reolink TrackFlex Floodlight WiFi, and I'll be comparing it directly to the Ring Floodlight Cam Pro. Here's the core issue with most floodlight cameras, the Ring included. One fixed wide-angle lens pointing in one direction. What's in front of it you see, everything else you don't. And you need a paid subscription to view your footage. The TrackFlex is different. Two lenses simultaneously, a 4K wide angle for the full scene and a 6x optical zoom telephoto for close-up tracking on a single split screen. And the whole camera physically pans 360 degrees to follow anything that moves. Add 3000 lumens, adjustable color temperature, a 110 decibel siren, on-device AI with no subscription, Wi-Fi 6 and best-in-class Home Assistant integration. But the best part is that you do not need a paid subscription plan to view your footage. All is stored locally, on an SD card, Reolink hub, NVR or your NAS. This is privacy at its finest. It costs $259.99, the Ring is $229.99. Close on price, very different products. Which one of the two will be the better choice? Let's get into it. The packaging is clean and professional. Out of the box, the camera itself, a mounting plate for standard junction boxes, screws, cable connectors and a USB-C cable for Bluetooth setup. No power adapter, this hardwires to mains like an outdoor light fixture. No micro SD card included, pick one up separately. First impression, this is a chunky unit. The dual floodlight arms extend on both sides. The dual lens module sits in the center and it's noticeably larger than a standard floodlight camera. IP66 weatherproofing, solid build throughout. It looks like the serious kit it is. Ring's box is leaner. Camera, bracket, screws, quick start guide, plus they include a screwdriver for the mounting bolts, which is a nice touch Reolink skips. Ring sets up through the app over Wi-Fi. Reolink uses Bluetooth for initial pairing, which I found a bit faster. And Ring offers the Floodlight Cam Pro in black as well as white. Reolink is white only, which may be a factor depending on where you're mounting it. Let me walk you through the specs by telling you the story behind them, because the numbers matter more once you understand what problem they're solving. The dual lens system is the headline. A 4K 8 megapixel wide angle captures the full scene, your whole driveway, your entire backyard. At the same time, a separate telephoto lens with 6x hybrid zoom locks onto your subject and follows them in close-up detail. Both views appear simultaneously on a split screen in the app. Not switching between them, both at once. That's generally different from how any other floodlight camera works. Ring uses a single 4K lens with a fixed 140 degree fields of view and up to 10x digital zoom. Digital zoom is just cropping into the sensor. The image softens the more you push it. Reolink's telephoto is a physically separate lens, so it holds sharpness at distance in a way digital zoom can't match. And Ring only ever gives you one view at a time. The PTZ pans 30-60 degrees and tilts 50 degrees, virtually no blind spots. 3 PIR sensors cover 270 degrees outside the current field of view, so if someone approaches from behind, the camera detects it and rotates to find them before they enter the frame. Ring has no pan or tilt at all. It has a fixed camera and a fixed 140 degree window. Someone approaching from outside that zone, you simply won't see them. The floodlight delivers 3000 lumens and is dimmable all the way to 0. Color temperature is adjustable from 3000 Kelvin warm white for ambient garden use up to 6500 Kelvin cool white for deterrence. You can configure detection events to automatically flash the lights continuously at a different brightness, so your garden light becomes a security light the moment someone is detected. No other floodlight camera that I tested at this price does that. Connectivity, dual band Wi-Fi 6 on both bands. Storage, micro SD up to 512 GB, Reolink NVR, Home Hub or NAS with RTSP and OnVIF. No cloud required, no paid subscription. Again, this is privacy at its finest and it's free. Ring is also Wi-Fi 6, but there is zero local storage, no SD card, no NAS, no RTSP. Everything goes to Ring's cloud and requires a paid subscription. And the floodlight maxes at 2000 lumens with no color temperature control, warm white only. The main view shows both lenses simultaneously in a split screen. In the tracking settings, you choose what to detect: people, vehicles, animals and a general motion. You pick your tracking method: digital, a hybrid that pans when the subject hits the edge of the frame, or always pan and tilt. I found the hybrid to work best in most situations. Floodlight controls let you set the mode, brightness and color temperature independently for ambient versus detection events. The AI engine is called Reolink. It runs entirely on the camera. Specific smart alerts for people, vehicles, animals and packages instead of generic motion pings. And local AI video search. Type a natural language description, for instance person in a blue hoodie, and it finds the relevant clip in your local recordings in seconds. No cloud upload, no subscription, no waiting. I find this generally impressive at this price. I struggled a bit to get this working. It turned out this does not work when the camera is connected to the Reolink hub, but it works with the Reolink NVR and standalone. Honest note, the app is powerful but complex. There are more settings than most people will use, some of which are buried in submenus. There is a real learning curve, especially if you're new to Reolink. It rewards patience, but it's not plug and play. The Ring app is cleaner, more polished and more beginner friendly. Widely considered one of the better smart home camera apps. Setup is beautifully guided, but Ring's AI features, smart alerts, smart video search, person and package detection, all are subscription locked. With Reolink, every one of those features is free, local and included. You trade some app polish for that. For most people, I think that is a good trade. In daylight, the Reolink looks excellent. The 4K wide angle is sharp with natural colors and solid dynamic range. Handles mixed bright and shadow conditions as well. The 6x telephoto maintains real sharpness at maximum zoom because it uses actually glass optics, not a digital crop. Auto tracking locks on within a second or two and holds the subject smoothly all the way across the zone. Ring's 4K image is also sharp and well color tuned, no complaints. The 10x digital zoom is useful for checking a specific area, but softens noticeably past about 5x. The bigger gap is auto tracking. Ring cannot do it. When your subject reaches the edge of the 140-degree frame, they're gone. You manually scrub through footage to find out what happened next. The Reolink keeps them in frame automatically and in real time. Without the floodlight, the camera uses standard infrared night vision. Solid black and white, not spectacular, but it does the job. With the floodlight triggered, it's a completely different experience. 3000 lumens turn the entire area full color. You're not looking at grainy infrared anymore. It looks like daytime. PIR triggered activation is fast, lights on within about a second. The color temperature feature earns its place at night. Warm white blends into the environment, cool white is deliberately harsh and clinical, exactly what you want for deterrence. You can configure detection events to switch to the harsher tone automatically. One caveat, subjects very close to the camera at full brightness can get blown out highlights. You can fix that by reducing the brightness in the app. Ring's low light side is a genuine meaningful advantage. It produces full color video in near dark conditions without the floodlight activating at all. Ring's passive color night performance is better than Reolink's infrared. Once both floodlights are running, however, Reolink Extra 1000 lumens cover a noticeably larger area. And Ring has no color temperature adjustment, so warm white only all the time. For Home Assistant users, and I know a big part of this audience runs HA, this is one of the most important sections. Reolink has an official native integration built directly into Home Assistant. No hacks, no custom components, no workarounds. Home Assistant will find your camera automatically. And you do not need the Reolink hub to connect this camera to Home Assistant. Once connected, you get a lot. Live streams from both lenses in your Lovelace dashboard, binary sensors with AI classification, separate entities for person, vehicle, animal and package. The floodlight has a proper light entity to control and automate. PTZ preset positions for patrol patterns, RTSP and on-5 for Frigate. Everything is local. There is no cloud dependency and motion events are fast enough for real automations. Ring does have an AA integration and it does work, but it pulls Ring's cloud every 60 seconds, so an automation triggered by a Ring motion event can fire up to a minute late. That makes real-time security responses impractical. Live streams are cloud relayed, adding latency, and without an active Ring home subscription, event entities don't populate at all. Reolink is fully local, near instant and no subscription is needed. For Home Assistant users, this is a no-brainer. The Reolink TrackFlex Floodlight WiFi is $259.99, available at reolink.com and Amazon. You'll find links in the description. Budget 15 to 30 euros for a micro SD card and around 99 more for the home hub if you want it, but again the hub is not needed. The Ring Floodlight Cam Pro is $279.99 and Ring's video storage subscription starts at 4 euros per device per month. Reolink has no subscription fees ever. Local AI, local storage, all included. Factor in the total cost of ownership and Reolink is significantly cheaper. So, is it worth it? Yes, for the right person. 360 degrees PTZ, so one camera watches your whole property. Dual lens optical zoom that tracks with genuine detail. 3000 lumen floodlight with color temperature control, full AI detection and search with zero subscription, and it has the best Home Assistant integration for a floodlight camera at this price. The fact that you do not need a paid subscription and all your footage is stored locally is a no-brainer for me. Nothing else offers all of that together. The honest caveats, it's hardwired, so if you don't have existing main wiring at your mounting spot, you'll need an electrician. The camera is physically large, mounting position matters, high up is better. The app has a genuine learning curve and it only comes in white. Where Ring generally wins, a more polished beginner-friendly app. Low light side for better passive color night video without the floodlight. And radar-powered 3D motion detection. Excellent at filtering false alerts from passing cars or swaying trees. In a way, Reolink's PIR plus AI doesn't always match. If you're in the Amazon ecosystem, want minimal configuration and want false alert reduction to be your top priority, Ring makes sense. Just know you're paying monthly for the privilege. Both cameras are Wi-Fi only, so no PoE. For local control, no ongoing costs, real PTZ coverage and a camera that watches your whole property, Reolink wins this comparison. One of my favorite products this year. See the links in the description to buy this camera. Thumbs up if this was useful, subscribe if you haven't. If you want me to keep creating these videos, then please sponsor me just like these awesome people already do. You'll find more info in the description. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one. Bye bye! A Ring floodlight, why do I do this? Why is that? Okay. Oh my god. Ambient garden use ambient garden use. Okay. The Reolink TrackFlex Floodlight